JJ accuses Jeremy of trying to kill Alex on Days of Our Lives. A tense Horton House showdown raises new questions about Alex's attacks. Salem, USA, in a confrontation that has sent shockwaves through the already reeling town of Salem. J.J. Devereaux leveled a devastating accusation in the heart of Horton Town Square today, publicly naming Jeremy Horton as the mastermind behind the recent near-fatal attacks on his cousin, Alex Kyriakis. The explosive claim, made amidst the hallowed walls of the Horton House, not only threatens to tear the town's founding family apart, but has fundamentally rewritten the narrative of a mystery everyone thought they understood. The drama unfolded not in a police interrogation room or a dimly lit alley, but in the sun-dappled living room synonymous with Horton family values, cookies, Christmas ornaments, and unwavering moral fortitude. It was this stark contrast between setting and accusation that made the scene so profoundly chilling. JJ, whose own struggles with darkness are well documented, stood not as a troubled soul, but as a man of unshakable conviction, his finger pointed squarely at the unlikeliest of suspects. Mild-mannered, recently returned Jeremy Horton. "You tried to kill Alex," JJ stated, his voice low and steady, cutting through the genteel atmosphere like a knife. "The car accident, the poisoning at the hospital. It was you. Every step of the way. It was you." For weeks, Salem has been gripped by the mystery of who would want the charismatic, if occasionally arrogant, Alex Kyriakis dead. Suspects have been plentiful: business rivals from Titan, scorned lovers, and even members of his own tumultuous family. The investigation, led by Commissioner Rafe Hernandez, seemed to be chasing shadows, with each new lead evaporating as quickly as it appeared. The perpetrator appeared to be a ghost, one with an intimate knowledge of Alex's movements and a frightening degree of patience. Jeremy Horton, until this moment, was a footnote in that story. The quiet, somewhat reserved cousin who returned to Salem just months ago, ostensibly to reconnect with his roots and work at University Hospital. He was a figure of sympathy, not suspicion. His integration into the Horton fold seemed seamless, if quiet. Now, JJ's accusation paints a horrifyingly different picture, that of a wolf in sheep's clothing, who used his family access and medical knowledge to orchestrate a meticulously slow-motion execution. A motive born of legacy and resentment? The question echoing through Salem's coffee shops and corporate suites is a simple, brutal one. Why? JJ's theory, which he reportedly presented to a stunned and disbelieving audience of family members including Maggie Horton and Jennifer Devereaux, hinges on the complex, often unspoken, dynamics of the Horton-Kyriakis lineage. Alex is a Kyriakis, but he's a Horton too, JJ reportedly argued. He's got the name, the charm, the Titan Empire falling into his lap. But what does Jeremy have? He's been on the periphery. He watches as Alex, with all his flaws, commands the room, inherits the fortune, and embodies a legacy Jeremy feels he's been denied. It's not about money in a bank account. It's about legacy, attention, and a place at the table he believes was stolen. This psychological angle suggests a motive far deeper than a simple business grudge or romantic jealousy. It posits a festering resentment, perhaps years in the making, that viewed Alex not just as a person, but as a symbol of everything Jeremy felt he deserved but never received. The medical precision of the attacks, a tampered brake line here, a carefully administered toxin there, fits the profile of a calculated, intelligent mind, one who wanted Alex to suffer and the world to see his downfall as a series of tragic misfortunes. Jeremy's response to the accusation was a masterclass in wounded indignation. "This is insane, JJ. He's my family. Why would I? How could you even think that?" he pleaded, his eyes searching the faces of his relatives for a lifeline of belief. The performance was convincing, which only deepens the mystery. Is Jeremy a brilliant actor, revealing in his secret game, or a truly wronged man witnessing his life implode based on circumstantial paranoia? The fallout, a family fractured. The immediate aftermath within the Horton house was one of profound fracture. The room, once a sanctuary, became a courtroom. Jennifer Devereaux was visibly torn, her maternal heart aching for both her son, JJ, whose instincts she's learned to trust despite his past, and for her nephew, Jeremy, who seems so vulnerable. Maggie Horton, the family's matriarch, wore an expression of profound grief, the very foundation of her belief in family under direct assault. This accusation forces every Horton and Kyriakis to pick a side, to examine hidden interactions and forgotten slights. It demands they reevaluate Jeremy's return. Was it a homecoming or an infiltration? Every offer of help, every moment of quiet support at the hospital now takes on a sinister, potential double meaning. Commissioner Rafe Hernandez, when reached for comment, stated, "We are investigating all credible leads. Mr. Devereaux has brought forth a serious allegation, and it will be examined with the full rigor of the law. No one is above suspicion until evidence proves otherwise." Notably, he did not dismiss JJ's theory out of hand. A narrative upended. Creatively, this twist is a stroke of genius from the Days of Our Lives writing team. It takes a storyline that risked becoming a procedural whodunit and injects it with devastating emotional stakes. The horror isn't in a masked assailant. It's in the idea that evil can wear the face of the boy next door, that trauma can be delivered with a sympathetic smile. It explores the dark side of legacy, the poison of comparison, and the terrifying truth that the people we trust the most can harbor the deepest secrets. As the dust settles in Horton Town Square, one thing is clear: nothing will ever be the same. Whether Jeremy is guilty or innocent, JJ's public detonation has permanently altered the family's DNA. Trust is shattered. The portrait of the gentle, returning cousin now hangs crooked, and someone, either JJ, driven by a misguided certainty, or Jeremy, propelled by a hidden malice, has lit a fuse that promises to burn through Salem for weeks to come. The citizens of Salem are left to wonder, did JJ Devereaux, in a moment of brilliant clarity, unmask a monster hiding in plain sight? Or has he, in his relentless pursuit of justice for Alex, become the unwitting instrument of a different tragedy, one that will destroy an innocent man and finish the job of tearing his own family apart? The truth, as always in Salem, is still out there. But now it wears a very familiar face.